Hello ladies and gentlemen, Yessik Ziiq here again today to bring you another episode of Let's Play The Binding of Isaac, and I'm probably going to do a few episodes of this just for fun since I'm in a bit of a low period right now, and I'm going to play with Isaac. I'm actually going to also get Platinum God because I need to finish off the game with everybody else. Apparently I haven't done that yet, but for now I'm just going to play with Isaac again because Isaac is the most funnestest guy of my life, I guess I could say. And I start out real bad. I guess I have a reroll, so it isn't that bad. With the feather. The feather is, of course, brings down beams of light from the heavens, but you have absolutely no control over them. So, pretty much one of the worst items in the game. It does a lot of damage if it hits anybody, but the if is the real big problem here. So, in my last episode, I was told that I should probably describe what's going on for people who actually don't play the game as often. So I'm going to be doing a bit more of, telling you what items do, because apparently I didn't do that well enough. Either way, going into the room here, the self-sacrifice room, for the chance of getting an item. Of course, I did not get an item, instead I just got flies, but, that's no real bad thing. At least these flies are going to do some damage, help me out on this room. Get an extra bomb. No use looking for the secret room on this level, because the secret room is always fucked up on the first level. Well, most of the time fucked up. I guess it can randomly not be fucked up, but it appears to always be in a random location. So, it's probably not here. Either way, I do actually get one more reroll, and I do get to fight the boss before seeing what that reroll is. I'm definitely not going to take Forget Me Now. Forget Me Now is good later on in the game or on some XL floors, but it is definitely not something you want to be taking on the first floor just to get a... Well, I guess it gets you a second free item, but giving up the D6, which allows you to re-roll items, is way too much of a price to pay, and I am doing real bad here. So, I guess I should maybe, use a bomb or something, even though I shouldn't need to use a bomb just against the Widow here. You can actually use the Widow in order to kill its own nubs, so if you are ever having a hard time, just kind of stand beside the nubs before they grow, and you can use the Widow to take them out, as I did there. And Spider, and I get Super Band-Aid, so that is really good because I am not even tempted to use the reroll on the Super Band-Aid, which gives me 1 extra health and 2 extra Spirit Hearts, and kind of gives me a buffer so I can maybe get a deal with the Devil next floor, even if I take some damage. Let's see what I get on a reroll here. And that is 3 really bad things. Monster Manuel gives you a familiar for a room. It gave me, the best familiar, but unfortunately it's only for a room. So, I'd rather just get the best familiar, which is Little Chub there, or at least in my opinion it's the best familiar. It does a lot of damage. Can eat through bosses rather quickly, and basically acts as a piercing shot as long as it doesn't run into a rock. Anyways. Fairly easy room here. Fire in the middle means 2 of the spiders just kind of killed themselves instantly, which I am always a big fan of spiders killing themselves. It's better than me killing spiders. Either way, going to go to the left here. I do have no keys right now, but I do have bombs, so that tinted rock is definitely in the cards for us. And maybe I will get a key out of this chest? Nope, just an extra bomb. Hey, there we go. Complain enough and you will be rewarded. Believe it or not, that is actually a thing. According to scientific studies, people who ask for things a lot and ask for improvements in their life tend to get them more often. So all those annoying people who complain all the time probably will end up living a better life than you. Annoying. Anyways, enough of me complaining. I'm now going to fight the boss because I'm here already. Unfortunately, I'm not maximizing my reroll potential this floor, but I am only fighting Famine, which will give me 1 cube of meat, which is not ideal, but I will probably also get a deal with the Devil since I have not taken any damage. Partially because I've gotten, hella easy rooms hanging out, but I really wish Famine would, go a bit lower down so he could kill his own flies, because they are kind of pissing me off at this moment. Fortunately, I haven't gotten, a ranged downgrade pill, or else this would be real annoying. And soon Famine's going to be in just his head state. So then I guess these flies are going to be up to me to take out. Which is alright, I guess. Alright enough, I guess. Only 1 shot left on each of them. Usually you kind of use Famine to take out his own flies, but that didn't work out this time because he just wanted to hang up at the top of the map. What's in this tinted rock? 2 Spirit Hearts, and I have the reroll for the Devil room, which is also very important. Especially if there's items that I can pick up, like Guppy's Paw. I can pick that up, drop it, takes me 1/3 of the way to becoming Guppy, and I also get to re-roll it for the Pact. So I have Flying, fairly good fire rate, Spectral Tears, and 1 health. So that's my major concern here. But other than that, I'm doing real well. Other than having 1 health, I guess having 1 health is a pretty major negative, but maybe I can pick up 9 lives at this point, and that will allow me to survive considerably longer. We will see, though. I will definitely be going to that mob trap room, but I'm going to be going there last thing on this floor. I do have a key. And these guys are being kind of pains in the dick. Although that one did explode right next to the secret room. I would have actually placed a bomb there even if he hadn't exploded. But, oh, it's the super secret room. Never mind, I would have placed a bomb 1 upwards. I can actually also go to the shop if I bomb my way there. That is if the secret room is where I think it is, which it probably is. I'd assume. This is a speed upgrade, can't re-roll it anyways, and I'm feeling pretty sluggish, so I'm fairly happy with taking it. I'm back up to 3 pennies again, so if I get a decent amount of money in the secret room, I should be able to actually make the shop worthwhile, and with 4 bombs, I might as well try to bomb my way in. Don't think I can get another re-roll, though. But I should maybe blow this up to try to get some extra money and go to the mob trap room first, hey? Okay, Mum's Pearl actually increases the chance of you getting Spirit Heart drops. Don't have any keys, so I can't even go to that mob trap room. Fortunately, I didn't get extra money there, just Mum's Pearl. And Dad's Key. Damn, I really wish I had 2 extra rooms to go to, because rerolls in the secret room have a really good pool that they draw from. Oh well, time to move on to the next floor. Still have a fairly good chance of getting deals with the devil, and if I get deals with the devil, I have a fairly good chance of getting 9 lives, so there's always that hope. I just really want donuts. There's nowhere good to get donuts in all of goddamn Calgary, and it's really pissing me off at this point, to the point where I'm, like, trying to call up bakeries and get them to make me custom donuts. All I want is a goddamn sugar-sprinkled donut. Sorry, that's a rant that you guys didn't need to hear, but now you've heard it. I know we have Tim Hortons, which is a donut place, but their donuts are not actually real donuts. They're baked, and they're pretty much bread circles, and I am not a big fan. A donut is generally deep fried and sweet. Yeah, I don't know. Baked donuts are actually not donuts by definition. Ow! Damn, I'm taking way too many hearts of damage here because of all these fucking flies. If this room had been more open, it would have been such a problem. And you can just fuck off, please? Yes, indeed. Have a pill. I might want to just take that and see if it teleports me out. Unfortunately, it is actually a tiers down. Fortunately, the what's it called? The Spirit of the Night, not the Spirit of the Night. The Pact is actually 2 or 3 tiers upgrades. Not exactly sure how many, but it's definitely more than 1. So it doesn't matter too much that I got that. Although it does matter that I'm taking all this real dumb damage. I could use probably 1 more damage upgrade too, just because I am not even killing flies in 1 hit at this point. Just let me kill you. I don't want to fight this room anymore. The screen actually seems real dark to me. Wonder if that's an actual problem with the TV or the game. I don't know. Or maybe that I wear sunglasses all the time. What else is in the Teaches with Peaches? I don't know what's in the Teaches of Peaches. Why are you asking me? I'm not Peaches. Pretty good erotic techno singer, I think is what she calls herself these days. Though. Peaches, that is. She has lovely songs like Sucking on My Titties and several others along those lines. And Tiddle My Skittle. You know, the usual for erotic techno singers, I'd assume. I hate this goddamn room. It's easier if you have flying, but even if you have flying, it's a pain in the dick. Especially if you are... That should not have hit me. So I realize I'm doing real bad, and it is my fault entirely. So I think the solution to this is to do better. Yeah, so I'm going to actually start focusing in more on the game. Stop talking so much about Peaches. Pick up this bloody penny, which can be real good if combined with a blood bank. And also blow up this tinted rock to give me extra spirit hearts, because no extra damage actually. I could actually use this as a double reroll pedestal, but never pass up a damage upgrade. Ever. That police siren is definitely in my background, but definitely sounds like it's a part of the game, which I'm kind of fond of. So, moving on, as if nothing really matters. Take the bloody penny with me, just in case there is a slot machine or blood bank anywhere. Of course, I would really like to have 2 hearts to deal with a blood bank or a slot machine. Kill the hell out of this TNT, thank you. Oh, Maggie's Faith is so much better, though. It gives me 1 HP upgrade per floor. If I can not lose all my spirit hearts, which at this point I'm kind of doubting. I guess Catacombs wasn't the easiest I could get, but I should be doing better considering I have, like, all the damage. I'll keep Bloody Penny for now and see if there's a blood bank on this floor. Oh, it's Catacombs 1. I don't even think it's possible for there to be a blood bank. So this actually makes my reroll decision very hard that the boss is right here. Because I really want to actually... What's in here? I just got a golden key, so I might as well check. And I have 2 bombs, so I might as well try to find the secret room. I was hoping it was right there. 7 cents? Yeah. Okay, so free map for me. A bunch of health in case I need tons of half hearts on this floor for no particular reason. And the map. And I would also really like that key, but I don't think there's a penny that I can even get anywhere. I'll try to put out these fires. No. No, there is not. So I've already gotten, like, max usage out of Bloody Penny, so I guess I'm going to pick up Maggie's Faith here. And try to get my health back up to a point where I'm comfortable with it. I won't be getting Guppy's Paw again, so I can't really rely on permanent Polaroid invincibility, unless something really strange happens. That involves me getting lots of spirit hearts, not using Guppy's Paw, and trading in the rest of my health, which I guess isn't all that strange for me. I still haven't taken any red heart damage, so my chances of getting a deal with the devil are still pretty damn good, even though I've taken way more damage than I should on this floor. Although... Health upgrade, there we go. And another health upgrade once I go down. Hopefully it will be the caves and not the catacombs. It is unfortunately the catacombs. And because I picked up Maggie's Faith, I cannot go to this boss trap room. That is real annoying, actually. Hopefully I can find the boss right away here, because to me this looks like the terminal that will have the boss at the end of it. But you can never really guarantee that. It can be at any terminal, really. Or almost any terminal anyways. Get some extra money there, back up to 7 cents. I could have now picked up that key. And there is absolutely no boss or anything down here, actually, so I'm going to bomb my way out. Not to waste a couple combat rooms later on. I know that brings me down to 0 bombs, so I can't find the secret room, but hell, I wasn't thinking of that. For some reason, I always assume that I have more bombs and money when I have flying, because I should have more bombs and money when I have flying. But it does not always work out that way. Well, that was lucky. Greed heads and grandfather flies, or ballsack flies, kind of my least favorite enemies in this game because of their ability to shoot in 2 directions and kind of surround you quicker than you might think. And there's a blood bank, so I could go to the boss trap room, which would give me a reroll. And then I could maybe get an HP upgrade plus speed upgrade from the blood bank. And then I could go to the shop. I'm going to actually play this blood bank and get rid of my eternal heart. And, oh, well, you know, I just traded an HP upgrade for a speed plus HP upgrade. So I'm still happy about that. I didn't get any money off it, which was my main purpose, but, you know, sometimes that happens, I guess. If I get 2 more cents, I could actually go to the shop, and I do want to go to the shop, and if it's something bad, re-roll it indefinitely. So this is the weirdest, this isn't the Widow, this is the Wretched? This is one of the weirdest Wretched fights ever, because it just keeps shooting at me, and usually the Wretched isn't big on actually using its shooting. It usually summons more monsters, well, for me anyways. Oh, and I actually took a hit there. Deal with the devil? No, but Pentagram, so I am getting, like, all the damage upgrades possible, pretty much. So I'm gonna go into the shop anyways. I have the key. It's just the Steam sale. I'm going to re-roll that right away to the battery. And I could really use the battery just to maximize my re-roll potential. And to kind of loaf about in rooms doing nothing, trying to get more re-rolls. So that is not the way to anything. And that actually worked out better than expected. I kind of wish I had piercing shots at this point. Spectral tears are nice, but they kind of stop you from killing TNT as easily as you might like. I guess I could just kill the spiders by shooting them, but hey, 5 cents. There we go. Now I can get that battery, which I desperately wanted. A battery allows me to actually recharge my D6 every 2 rooms instead of 3, especially if I actually focus on it and avoid killing the last enemy. And if you want, you can actually get 4 charges per room, because you can get 2 charges on any given room. And I'm not entirely sure about that, but that's the most I've been willing to wait, and it seems to take a long, long time if you can get a 3rd charge. So I'm pretty sure it maxes out at 2 charges, which is why I didn't bother to try to get the 3rd charge there. There we go. As you can see, the charge actually builds up as long as you're in combat, and it saves between rooms as well. So interesting little thing there. Oh, the tick. I definitely do not want to take that. So stay far away from these guys, as they can really lob their shots and you need time to dodge. And Ipecac. I have too good of tears to actually take Ipecac. I'm going to re-roll that. And I will take the Rosary. It gives me extra Spirit Hearts and extra defense. And yeah, that's pretty much what it does. So if you're expecting more of a description than that, I'm sorry to disappoint you. It makes the Bible appear in the shop pretty much definitely, but at least that allows me to get the Bible out of the item pool. I can just pick it up and re-roll it if I have 15 cents. No keys right now. And for some reason, not any deal with the devils either. I'm not sure why I'm so bad at talking right now. I guess I got out of practice. What I could really use actually is another blood bank or a demon judgment in order to go into that boss trap room, because there's no way for me to bomb my way in. Or at least it's incredibly unlikely. Like, so unlikely that I'm not even going to try. Oh, and not to mention I don't have bombs. Keep forgetting that part. Or keys. I could use, like, the ability to gamble. So many hearts on this floor and so little that I can do with them. So I also want to kill that poop. Kill the poop. Kill the poop. See if there's anything inside. They can't drop keys or bombs, but they can drop money and spirit hearts. And regular hearts, of course. But spirit hearts are my main concern at the moment. Did not manage to go to the secret room. Probably should have picked up Ipecac. But whatever. I'm down to a Necropolis anyways. And man, this game is taking like a perverse pleasure in giving me the hardest goddamn rooms. So I went this way because there are more terminals I can get to easily on this. Well, more terminals I can get to easily in this direction than in other directions. And terminal means that it's fairly likely that you're going to be getting a shop or an item room, and I'm going to play this just just because there's an off chance that I will get myself a spirit heart. Unfortunately not, I don't have anything to blow it up with. So anything up here, library. That's actually pretty much ideal because I can now save up my rerolls, farm rerolls by hanging out over rocks, leaving single spiders alive, and pretty much guarantee myself tons of items here. And I'm not going to use this to get another spirit heart because that will make me fight. Well, you know, 2nd level cube of meat is no bad thing. I'm actually going to take that reroll. And there we go. Book of Belial actually increases my chance of getting a deal with the devil if I use it, so I might as well. I don't think the Necronomicon does, but I felt like using it just to show you the little animation. Because nobody uses the Necronomicon anymore. Or at least nobody I know. And there's the item room too. So it's too bad I don't have 2 bombs. So remember, I am going to be using this opportunity to actually farm for bombs, or farm for rolls, or for re-rolls I guess I should say. And running straight into enemies while I'm looking off screen trying to remember the word re-roll because I screwed it up. And so I have one charge right now. That is actually all I can ask for really, because it's going to take me 2 rooms to get the re-roll anyways. So this is a bit of a harder room in which to farm for re-rolls, but I instantly got a charge, so I guess forget that. Maybe it happens at a random amount of time and I have my information mixed up about the battery here. Seems likely enough. Oh, got a 2nd charge here. I should probably actually start getting some hits in on these things. I don't actually need those flies dead. And instead of having flies dead, I will go reroll books. Eventually I'll get a Book of Sin, which will mean a free item, and that could possibly be a key, which I would really enjoy. So reroll here, Anarchist's Cookbook, and Book of Shadows. I already did pick up Monster Manuel earlier, so I think the only book left is actually Book of Sin. But it really depends what this next room is, whether or not I'm going to it first, and, you know, keys. What I'm trying to say is there might be the boss room down here, and I'm not sure if I might keep my reroll for it, is what I'm trying to get at, I guess. And it is indeed the boss room. I just had the feeling it would be. I will be able to get other rerolls no matter what, because there's plenty of rooms left. This is a big floor. Unfortunately, it's the Necropolis, which is my least favorite big floor. Oh, really? The pony? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking with me? Probably not. So, you can reroll the pony, but you have to pick it up and then reroll it. And it's going to use one of my rerolls. Should probably focus on one thing or the other. There we go. Kind of focused on one thing there. And if I'm not mistaken, I should have pretty much a 100% chance of actually getting a deal with the devil here. Indeed, so I'll pick this up, but then I'll go into the deal with the devil room. And there is nothing good in here. I'm not even going to reroll that. Well, Brimstone is good, but I'm going to reroll this. Get myself a health upgrade. Remember, I'm going to manage to get quite a few health upgrades before I have to trade in the Maggie's Faith for Mum's Heart. So I'm pretty happy about that, but I really, really wish that I had a goddamn key. Fucking game, give me a key. I wasn't sure exactly how to deal with that. I hate neutral flies and fly poop, for lack of a better word, or corn poop. Poop with neutral flies on it. For several very good reasons. I didn't actually do that properly and max out my charges. So I'm going to have to be patient and wait for 2 charges on this room in order to get my proper reroll order. There we go, can kill one of those guys, and then I will just wait behind this rock and talk to you guys. Oh, never mind. Don't have to talk to you guys. Oh, good. That charge saved me from an awkward situation there. I do not want those fucking intestines. Intestines? Intestines? I don't know. Probably intestines, now that I think about it for a second, but... Book of Sin, of course, I told you guys that would be the last book. Or at least the last book as far as I know. I don't think the Bible can actually appear in libraries. I'm not sure if that's some sort of statement, but... Could be. Interesting. Oh, fuck. I hate these goddamn flies. Just... have your poop die already. If you know what I mean. Ladies. So again, I should probably save his death until I get a single charge. He cannot hurt himself with his own bombs. He can hurt me with his bombs, though, so... I did get that charge. And now I can kill him. I could have taken one more shot at him, I guess. And I did get a key as well as the High Priestess card. I'm running low on Spirit Hearts, though. Which is definitely no good thing. But now that I'm here, I might as well actually unlock the item room and hopefully get something really good like Spirit Hearts. Speed plus range upgrade. I'll see what's what before I decide on that. Use up the rest of my rerolls on this floor. You know, the usual. Fortunately, these guys will mostly just walk right into spikes unless I do what I've just done, which was real stupid. Yeah, that was real stupid. So I'm hoping... yeah, there we go. Got a full reroll. Just need to escape this door without triggering the blue spikes. Only have half a Spirit Heart left, which is making me real nervous about my Eternal Heart, which I can't afford to lose at this point. So that is Poison Touch and Speed upgrade. Probably not the ideal rerolls I could have gotten there, if I had to guess. I do have a penny that I should probably pick up in that corner. Corner as in, like, geometric location, not as in somebody who deals with dead people. Just to clarify, I thought there might be a bit of a misunderstanding there, as corner, depending on how you pronounce it, has 2 different meanings. Coroner and corner. One sounds like the other really fast. So I'm probably going to take the speed and range upgrade, because I doubt my ability to get 2 rerolls on this floor. I was really hoping that one of the fistulas would somehow make it over to where that bomb was going to land. You can actually use the bomb to kill the fistulas. The fistulae? I don't know. What's the plural of fistula? It's something that doesn't come up too often in everyday conversation, really. I don't have to be talking about fistulas at the dinner table, I find. Although maybe your family's different and they often talk about fistula. Maybe somebody in your family has a fistula, then that would be a topic of conversation here and there. You know, now that I think about it, I probably should have just taken both those items because they were both passives. So I done goofed. And currently my only real advantage is that I have a lot of damage. I guess that's generally considered a pretty big advantage, but doesn't make me feel any better about it. Whatever, might as well move on. And 2 speed plus range upgrades? Can I pick up the same item twice? Is that going to break the game? Probably won't if it's just a speed plus range, right? I could use some extra range, so I'm not too disappointed about it. I don't think you can get 4 charges on the battery in one room. I think it's maxed out at 2. Again, I could be wrong. Remember what I said last episode about these Zambros? They actually act like these silkworms. Unfortunately, they can't see through each other, so you come across situations like this that are actually quite difficult. So he is chasing me. There we go. Got that guy. You kind of want to isolate them before you kill them. Still not the easiest people to kill. And by people I mean zombies. And I guess they aren't even really zombies. They have like their brain exposed, but I'm not sure if they eat brains because of that. I've never actually guaranteed that they're zombies. There's no proof of it, really. They could just be regular humans with their brain exposed. So 2 speed plus range upgrades, and I am not at all happy with the total outcome of this floor. I do have 1 key and 2 bombs, so I guess that's something. I didn't even visit the shop. There could be something on sale which would cause me to want to blow up the slot machine, but I doubt it. Anything special up here? Boss trap room. Well, that is definitely probably not in the cards for me, although there could be a blood bank on this level. So, you know, basically just ignore what I say. It's not in the cards at the moment, but it could be in the cards in the future. I could be in the cards in the future. There could be specialty playing cards that I am involved in. I don't know. Could happen. D20. I'd rather take as long as possible to even try to re-roll the D20, because the D20, if I find like let's say a slot machine or a blood bank, could be real good and would definitely make it worth playing the blood bank. The blowed bank. I used to bloat banks. I don't even know what that means. Bloat them. I would put tons of money in them so they would become really big and giant machines that are unstoppable. Either way, let's move forward. I kind of thought this was going to be the boss room, but I hoped that it wouldn't, because this means that I am going to make very, very poor use of my rerolls. And the fact that I now do not have any spirit hearts probably means that I have a giant Toblerone bar. But that is besides the point. I'm definitely going to eat the hell out of that Toblerone bar the second I'm done with this Let's Play. That's very distracting, Jessica. But anyways, I'm not going to make efficient use of... Hey, that's an idea, actually. The idea that I just came up with and didn't even tell you guys about. I'm going to bomb my way downwards, and hopefully there will be a special room down and to the right. And then I can actually use my rerolls instead of just waiting around at the speed of sound. Got some extra money there. Could maybe even make the shop worthwhile. Don't want to use a key just in case this... I'm gonna lose my eternal heart. I'm gonna lose it on purpose, and I'm gonna lose it in order to get into that cursed room. It could be something really good, could be a guppy item. It's spiders, so probably not worth it. I did get an extra key, so I thought I'd open that up. So there's 2 more special rooms left on this floor, or 2 more possible special rooms. I actually didn't mean to go through that door. My keyboard actually got stuck there for a little while, which is very confusing as I do not have a wireless keyboard. Although I do think my keyboard is breaking. In certain games I keep getting like the your keyboard has disconnected sound. And or your thing has disconnected, I guess. It isn't necessarily the keyboard. But I have the feeling, what was this? High Priestess. High Priestess is definitely better than the Fool, although the Fool could help me get a possible deal with the devil on this floor. Although it's very, very unlikely. Now that I am actually... No, I don't have a Spirit Heart to preserve, or an Eternal Heart, what I could do is take tons of damage on purpose, which is exactly what I'm going to do, and go visit the boss trap room. I have some health left over on this floor, so I am just taking this damage on... Oh, fuck. I am trying to take damage on purpose. It's not working out very well for me. I'm going to take Judas's tongue for now, because I have Guppy's hairball and it keeps killing fuckers. Come on. Just kill me. Oh, god damn. I just wanted to visit the boss trap room. Okay, well, probably going to take damage in this room whether I want to or not. And there's a blood bank, making all of my efforts to lose health completely stupid and worthless. Because I could have just waited until I was down here. I really thought I'd be losing health faster. I'm actually trying to use Guppy's hairball there, which may be one of the stupidest moves I've ever made in the game. Because, it does do decent damage, but it's so hard to hit with. Bombs are key. So now I only have one key. So here's what I was talking about. I could actually make D20 worth it. Okay, what do I... Agreed. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die so bad. And I only say this because it is entirely true. This could actually be a good D20 room, but... I'm just going to take all the money. I was really hoping for the ability to maybe buy a heart or two. Now that I think of it, my play has been real stupid recently. Okay, so I'm going to go up to the boss trap room. Hopefully it will be a single health upgrade, and maybe a health upgrade that actually heals me a bit at the same time. And then I'm going to take that. It's a speed upgrade. It's squeezy. Okay, so I was just thinking about where my rerolls would be best spent, and I figured that at least that isn't the worst place to spend my reroll, so I might as well take it. I know you wanna take that. I know you... Guppy's hairball is actually doing a fair amount of damage to random things here. As it falls behind me, things that chase me tend to hit it. Although I did take a damage there, and I wasn't expecting to. Why do I hate this run so much? It should be going really well according to the items I've gotten, but instead it's just going all the bad. And I've lost my spirit hearts as well. So I probably should have been a bit more cautious about that. Oh, almost lost another one. Actually, now that I think about it, I thought I was going to get a second cube of meat, and I never did, because it can actually, Book of Revelations can actually cause the pony and the headless horseman to arrive as well. So I did get half a heart because I fought a boss. I'm going to backtrack a bit and get some extra hearts just so I can play the blood bank. Because right now I have fucked up to such an extent that my only chance of actually beating this run is to gamble and use the D20. So pick up this heart. That means I have a fair amount of plays at the blood bank. I have a fair amount of money to gamble with. And I have a bunch of tarot cards hanging around. This is going to be a long floor. Let me just level with you guys right away here. I can actually get one more reroll on the D6 with the D6 as well, by fighting the boss and then using the Fool card to get back. So that's one of the reasons I actually used the D6. Either way, it's kind of an iffy situation in general here. And I want as many things to be on this area as possible. So first I'm going to start out by gambling away all my hearts, and I'm going to turn those into money. Hopefully it'll drop 2 coins every time. That would be the ideal, pretty much. So I almost got the ideal there, -1 time, and I already have a matchstick on the ground. That unfortunately just blew up. That was pretty much the worst possible situation, because I kind of desperately wanted more items from it. If I had a blood bank card or a slot machine card, that'd be really nice at this point. Extra keys, if I get those, I'm going to pick them up. I'm not going to wait for them. Or I'm not going to use them as consumables on the floor for me to re-roll, I guess I should say. Can't you, like, drop a single heart? Maybe 2 hearts or, like, 3 hearts? Any amount of hearts? Look at how big fucking Guppy's hairball is. That will actually reset at the end of the floor. And it depends on how many kills you get or how many kills you get with Guppy's hairball. I forget which one. Because it's an item that shows up so rarely. Just drop this heart, please, if you're going to drop... Yeah! Awesome. So that means more gambling at the blood bank for me. I'm really hoping this will pay out with a blood bag or with anything, actually. I think it might actually have to pay out with the IV bag now until I get the IV bag anyways. Oh, there we go. Another spirit heart and another regular heart, so I can actually afford to play this even more now. There we go. Got a couple of extra. He might actually drop Fly Love at this point, which would actually kind of be a travesty. And there we go. Travesty achieved. Let's see what happens when I re-roll this shit. Okay, so pretty fair. I got a golden key there, which I'm going to want to pick up right away to open up these 2 golden chests, which give me a bunch of money and some hearts and a health upgrade and a bomb, and don't die to that bomb. And a pill, which is a tears down, an extra health upgrade. I have an extra health here. I do want to keep playing this blood bank because I really, really want it to pay out. Although it probably won't, and it will probably end up killing me. Softly with its love. Pay out. Yes, it paid out. There we go. So now I have a decent chance at it. I am going to remember the D6, and I'm going to remember to take the Fool card out of the Mums fight so I can re-roll the D20. Wow, this game can get really convoluted if you are bad, and the only way that you can win is by min-maxing. Okay, so D6, check. Mums boss fight, very, very close to check. There we go. Here's the Mums boss fight, and it is just regular Mum, which I'm pretty happy about. I guess I would have preferred it to be red Mum, but can't always get what you want. But if you try sometimes, you can get what you need. And that's actually a really good... You could pretty much name this episode that song, and if I remember to, I will, because it's a very good example of it if I win. And even if I don't win, I didn't really get what I wanted for the entire episode, but I did kind of get what I needed. I'm gonna try to hang out over these rocks here because these goddamn Meat Boy wannabes are kind of pissing me off. And I took a bit more damage than I should have. I had spirit hearts to burn, though. I just need to do, like, hit Mum once. I'm not sure where the explosion spawns, but I seem to have done well anyways. I'm going to take the 8-ball. It drops another card. It is the death card. I'll take that on the way out, I guess. I will definitely take the Fool card, or the Polaroid, use the Fool card, go back and re-roll this goddamn item room. This floor, I'm telling you, is real fucking awkward. I get Polyphemus. This may actually allow me to win. Although it's not quite as good as some people seem to give it credit for. I find that the amount of tears it gives you down the damage doesn't make up for it. I realized there was an Empress card back there, which is considerably better than the Death card, but I didn't feel like backtracking for it. I had the feeling that the boss is in the top right there. And my feelings generally serve me pretty well in this game, so... See, I don't even have enough damage to kill these guys in one hit. And apparently I'm still not focusing very well because I took damage in this room, which really should have never happened. Can get lots of rerolls, so if I come across a fair amount of golden chests, I will be taking them. Yeah. As you can see, my damage is clearly not out of this world type damage. And actually, I'm having a very hard time hitting anything in this room because they keep disappearing on me whenever I get a good shot on them. Look at that shit. Fuck. God damn. It's like they can see it coming and just go down. To the river to pray. Let me kill your ass. Okay, there we go. Got a bit pissed off there. I'll be the first to admit. Or maybe the second or third to admit. a lot of people in the comments could have been like, man, he's getting real pissed off here. And, you know, they would be right. I have the Polaroid, so I can go to the cathedral and the chest if need be, or if possible. So far, it's seeming like it's probably not a possibility, though, especially since I've taken so much damage on this floor. My chances of a deal with the devil, which I would pretty much desperately need at this point, are slim. Not to mention I was wrong about the direction I needed to go. Fortunately, these guys I can kill in one hit. I was so infatuated with the idea that the boss room was here. I even went to the last room without thinking about it. I was like, oh yeah, it's definitely going to be right here. No need to worry about it. I'll just keep on going and enjoy myself. Because it's kind of cool to cause a cozy condition, because that's what we created and that'd be our mission. Gonna try to skip a couple rooms here. Might not work out, but, you know, it might. Okay. That was probably just a very badly placed bomb, but I don't want to use 3 bombs to skip a single room. So the reason I'm going here now is that there are multiple terminal points here, and it's fairly easy to get to. So one of those guys just damaged themselves quite a bit on Guppy's hairball there, which I do appreciate. Oh, now that is a good thing. That is like all the good things. All the good things. Is this Blink 182? Am I singing Blink 182? Can somebody kill me right now for even doing that? Not a great band. I think it might be a Canadian band, in which case I apologize again. We do have a lot to apologize for in terms of music. Shoop de whoop, don't like Dead Bird, don't like reroll. Don't like and don't like again, so I'm probably going to be going for another reroll here. And I'm also going to be visiting this room. Man, nothing good at all from self-sacrifice rooms this time, which is kind of unusual. It's not unusual to get really bad shit from self-sacrifice rooms. Well, actually, it is kind of unusual for me. As long as I visit all of them, I tend to get something good. And this may very well be my death. It is one of the bosses I have the hardest time with in the game. And yes, that is counting Blue Baby and Isaac. I say this as he does absolutely nothing and just stands there while I abuse the shit out of him. Which, believe me, is not what Death usually does in this game. He's usually a bit more of a dick than this and summons a lot more guys and... Okay. Well, now I feel like kind of a ponce. Because that was super goddamn easy. Got myself a Spirit Heart. And a reroll, so might as well head back to where we want to reroll. So, Scapular could very well save my life. I'm gonna have to take it, because as long as I stay at a half-heart interval, Scapular will allow me to keep dying over and over again, or like almost dying, and keep providing me with Spirit Hearts and permanent Polaroid invincibility 2 times per room. Okay, so this room has an order. Very easy, really. I just had to stop and think about it because I am kind of slow today. I'm kind of slow every day, but I'm very slow today. I have a lot of golden keys, which is definitely a plus here. I'm gonna kill all these vaginal silkworms. Fortunately, 2 of them ran into Guppy's hairball there, so it made them very easy to kill it. Super Meat Boy level 2 is actually doing a lot more damage to that last one than I did, which is alright. I'm actually going to min-max the rerolls here, because I'm probably not going to take all that much damage from these few rooms. Kind of wish I had Little Chubby, or Little Chad, and that's a very unusual wish for me. Bean is pretty much the worst I can get, and if I'm lucky, I should be able to get 2 more rerolls on this floor. I could use the death card as well. But I guess I'm keeping it for a really ridiculously hard room in the near future. Wow, my Isaac runs are long. I bet this one's over an hour too. I think the last one was over an hour. It might have been 2 Isaac runs though. No, it's just 1. There we go, extra heart. And because I fucked that up, I'm gonna have to just kind of hang out in this room for quite a long time. So, I guess we just talk about strategy now. Stratagems. Strawberries. I once talked about Strawberry Fields. I actually did it forever. It was kind of crazy, and I'm not even sure how I'm managing to Let's Play, because I'm still talking about Strawberry Fields. Ah, there we go. Second charge up. Ending this really awkward thing about me saying Strawberry Fields over and over again. So let's go up and re-roll the bean, kind of wish I still had a double reroll pedestal, but, you know, shit happens. I'll probably, if I had to guess, beat Isaac, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to beat the chest with what I currently have. Oh, that is so bad. Really? Holy water? So holy water, when you get hit, leaves a puddle on the ground. Unfortunately, it also takes any familiar you have, or your first familiar, and turns it into Brother Bobby, which is the worst familiar. Well, other than maybe Little Chad at times. Now I wish I had, like, more red chests on this room. And I fucked up the rerolls again. Oh, wait, I want death. I want death. Bring me death. Death of Blue Baby and Isaac, or death of me. One of the two. Sweet release from this endless run. Oh, fuck, I screwed up again. So I guess I'm going to be leaving this floor. Since I don't have a familiar... No, I'm not going to take holy water. I'm absolutely not going to take holy water. What is down here that I can blow up, though? Slot machine. I'll play it one time. Get a pill. The pill's a health upgrade. That was incredibly worth it. Actually, maybe I'll play it again since, you know, I pretty much played it once and it gave me a health upgrade. Okay, and now I'll blow it up. I was kind of incredibly lucky that I decided to stop there. If I was really smart and truly min-maxing, I would have stopped there and played it with like all 30 of my cents. But that seems real goddamn excessive, so instead, down to the next floor. Oh, I'm going down and left first. Because that is where I think it is likely that Mum is. Just because there are 2 terminals there, and the more terminals, the more likely you are to run into a special room of any sort. Including boss rooms, so just hanging out over that rock to avoid taking damage, to avoid all the lobsters. They're generally under the rock, I would assume. Don't really know, though. It's also, in my opinion, a very, very bad song. But to each his own in terms of music choice. Wheel of Fortune, I'm actually going to take it with me instead of the death card, because that actually counts as a free item on the chest. And actually, I'm going to use the death card in this next room and then take the Wheel of Fortune with me on the way back, because there is nothing over here, except for an extra health. If I could get one more full heart, I'd be back up to pretty much exactly where I want my health to be, which actually makes me real glad that I forget what I'm going to say. Oh, super greed, lovely. I can't even bomb my way out of that room, so might as well just run away. I was trying to take a shortcut there, but it didn't work out as intended. And there we go, that one more full heart. Oh, no, now I need 2 more full hearts. Now I need Roxy Heart. Anybody a fan of Chicago here? The city or the musical? I'm a fan of both, personally. Kind of cool place. Same with New Orleans, although I've heard it's not quite as attractive as it used to be. I'm not sure how much recovery has been done since then. It's been quite a while, though. Is everything back to normal, or is it still real fucked up there? Somebody, maybe from New Orleans, tell me if you're here for some reason. I don't know. I just know for a while it was real fucked up. Is the jazz festival still going on? I'm assuming it would be. You don't cancel a jazz festival like that for everything being destroyed. If jazz people didn't play when everything was destroyed, it'd be a sad world indeed. It'd be a mad world. There's actually a really good version of Mad World Online as sung by Golem. It's pretty funny. It has some clever moments in it. I won't spoil it for you. I just think after this you should maybe look it up if you got this far into the video, because shit's just getting weird here. I really wish there was a half heart somewhere because I fucked up. Come on, just a half heart. Give it to me, baby. Uh-huh. All the girls say I'm pretty fly for a white guy. Okay, anyways, I would really appreciate if either of these guys would pay out with anything at all, because I've already pumped like 15 cents into them. I just have nothing else to use my money on other than gambling, so I might as well. My might is swell. So that is a damage upgrade, but unfortunately I don't have Mum's purse, so I can't take 2 trinkets. And now I only have this guy left. I'm probably just going to blow up everything in here. The blood bank could possibly give me a half heart, which would be nice. And instead it just gives me money. Hopefully I will pick up a half heart at some point. And I went in all the wrong directions here. So I currently do not have permanent Polaroid invincibility, and if I don't get back to a half-heart interval, I don't even have the advantage of scapular. So I could be in trouble. This is actually a very easy room, as these guys cannot bounce over rocks. They apparently exist on the ground. Of course, I'm not even bothering to aim, so my aim is truly god-awful here. There we go. I'll just try to fill the room with them. Just keep shooting in. It's more likely to hit something than not at this point. So, because there is a single blue, that means I'm a lot more likely to get an attack fly, which is the special drop. It's kind of weird. It's programmed in so that if you get one blue head, I think it guarantees that the drops actually pull from the pool of the super version. Although, somebody could correct me on that if they felt like it, because my information comes from a single comment from a Northern Lion video, so... Northern Loin. I actually kind of like that. I think he would as well, but I'm not sure about that. There we go. Got myself a bomb here, because I am da bomb. I was actually hoping for more golden chests, and I got one, so that's always good. Use the death card here, get an extra key, go back here, pick up my tarot card, blow up all these rocks in the hope that one of them is a tinted rock. There are hidden tinted rocks in the womb. Or the chances of there being a tinted rock in a room is the same as anywhere else, except all the rocks look the same. So by the way, how I place my bombs is I actually strafe across to the other side of Mum. Basically so that the bomb is not hit by any of my bullets, or by any of the bullets of any of my familiars. It also works if you have like a high-level meat boy. He will not kick it if you strafe around to the other side of Mum. Not as often anyways. So, interesting little strategy there. I think I pointed that out last time, but I didn't do a very good job of demonstrating. Now I have flying, I don't have to worry about the creep, but I do have to worry about killing Mum, and that, I really thought that wasn't going far enough to hit me there, so kind of disappointing. Pick up the heart, because I might as well. Oh, and there was a heart back there too that I missed. Interesting. There we go. Just really need to kill these guys. If I could do it in close proximity, that would be best. Okay, lovely. Managed to keep them far enough away that it didn't matter much. Nothing really matters. You can eat my cheese. Well, I don't know what that means. I don't make cheese, and if I don't, that sounds kind of gross, and I wouldn't even know what it meant. So please ignore that I said that, and I will go ahead and dodge these guys, which I will not talk to you about too much because it takes a lot of focus from me. I know some other people can probably dodge these guys no problem. Super easy. Just like a jellyfish, or is that super fast? Well, maybe they're super fast just like a jellyfish, but dodging them is super easy because they move in straight lines. There we go. Managed to kill them all while talking about super fast jellyfish, which is pretty much the ideal way to kill anyone, anytime, anywhere. I don't know. Probably. Hey, stop that. Stop that. Yeah, better. And I did manage to find the boss on the first try. I'm not sure why I went this direction. Probably just cause too. But I'm actually going to go ahead and check one of these terminals for a secret, or for a library, because there's a terminal that I can get to by only fighting one monster, or one room. And if it happens to be a library, it will be incredibly worth having fought that room. Actually, I probably will explore more of this floor just in the hopes of finding a half-heart. So, hey, a half-heart. There we go. So now it's time for me to fight Blue Baby, or Isaac. Pretty much the same fight, one has flies, one doesn't. Either way, I'm probably going to die even with my permanent Polaroid invincibility. So what I'm going to do is kind of occasionally shoot in here and hope that he doesn't care too much. There we go. So this is going to be a very slow fight at first and a very quick fight once he starts summoning angel fetuses, because that's where I am going to start getting screwed royally. I'm actually kind of even planning my shots where I can possibly get some block chances from my second level cube of meat here. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I'm just waiting for him to circle around to the right before I shoot. Sometimes not so much. So now he has those homing shots, so I have to actually start moving and shooting a bit more. The homing shots are incredibly easy to dodge. If you are next to a wall, you can just strafe left or right, and they have no chance of hitting you because they will hit the wall before they hit you. And so far, I am being incredibly lucky. Meat Boy is definitely pulling his own weight in terms of just blocking shots. See what I mean? I didn't strafe enough there. I told you I had to move a bit more now. I like to move it, you might even say. And now I have to do as much damage as quickly as possible, which might involve dropping a couple bombs. And somehow I managed to hit. Oh god, I didn't. What the fuck is going on there? I got stuck in. So I may actually get to the point where I am using permanent Polaroid invincibility. So far I'm being fairly lucky, although that one weird situation where I got stuck in all the angel fetuses was not to my liking. Not going to pick up that half heart. Very bad idea. Have enough keys for this. Going to drop that. Bomb it. Open up this, and this. This is 5 extra bombs for free. Might as well take that. This is a tarot card for free, which is the Hierophant, which I'm going to take for free. And I'm going to pick up the odd mushroom because it is a damage upgrade, and the rest is re-rolled. PhD gives me a lot of health. I'm taking that. The poop is useless. Dad Sea Scrolls, also useless. I am assuming the boss is going to be in the bottom right. I'm going to use this, though. It could have been the Nail or the Book of Revelations. I don't think Dad Sea Scrolls or Dead Sea Scrolls can actually be anything, but it can be a lot of things. Like, it isn't every spacebar item in the game, or at least I don't think it is. So I do have an extra damage upgrade now. I think it came with a speed down, or maybe even a tears downgrade, but still probably worth it. I will get extra bombs here, so I might as well go and see if there's a slot machine inside the secret room, as there often is. Actually, even a greed fight would almost be worth it at this point, because there's a chance that he will drop the steam sail, which I can then re-roll into anything. Now this fight's taking forever, though. Also, could be a fortune teller in there, which would be really, really nice. Or anything, really. Maybe one of the rooms with tons of hearts? That would be ideal. And I actually get Mr. Mega, which will make the next fight a lot easier. Spiders. There were spiders in this room. I'm spiders. I shine bright like a... Oh, fucking AIDS poop. That sounds like the worst curse of all time, but that was actually what I just ran into. I kind of want to start saying that, though. Instead of, like, shit. Oh, AIDS poop. Would be kind of funny. So I actually want to kill Sloth last here, because he will drop... He has the possibility of dropping a tarot card, which is probably better than a couple extra bombs. Unfortunately, he is the easiest to kill, so he's really low health already. There we go. And he is dead. I get the Emperor card, which would take me straight to the boss, Bum Friend, which I'm just going to take to get him out of the pool, and then I can re-roll and go straight to the boss. I want to see what's in that secret room first. Okay, so re-roll. Quad Shot Polyphemus, Luckfoot, and Harlequin Baby are some really good drops here. So he's going to instantly start chasing me with his feet. What an asshole, chasing me with his feet. And I actually got him to open the secret room there, with which I am fairly impressed with myself, even though I probably shouldn't be. There we go. You can actually kill him with just his feet. I didn't used to think you could, because he has more health than I thought initially. And so this is... Oh, fuck, I should have really let the baby take those, or the beggar here, Bum Friend. Mystery Pill. Range upgrade. Okay. So, I think now is the best time to fight the boss. I can't see it getting any better for me. And I was indeed right in my first direction that I went. So as long as I keep moving up and down, it makes it harder for things to hit me. I get a fair amount of permanent Polaroid invincibility. I think I actually have this one. Surprisingly. Now, I should have had this one easily, but because of some bad play on an earlier floor. You remember the floor. You know exactly the floor I'm talking about. It's the one where I lost like every spirit heart. I had like 8 of them and it was just catacombs. And I lost all the hearts. Yeah, that floor. Because of that floor, I was in a rough position for a little while. I had to play blood banks, min-max a tiny bit, make sure I was using all my rerolls properly, get some luck on the chest, and reroll a lot. And because of that, I won. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the second episode, the second really long episode of Let's Play The Binding of Isaac. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.